On 17 January, in a five-star hotel, the Leela Palace, Sunanda Pushkar died a mysterious death. But now, Dr. Sudhir Gupta alleges he was under pressure to change the autopsy reports. The former cabinet minister Shashi Tharoor has promised to extend his full cooperation for any investigation regarding the new turn that Sunanda's death case has taken.
Upon the tragic loss of my wife Sunanda, and from the very beginning, I have requested for a thorough investigation by the authorities to be conducted and concluded rapidly and transparently. The Pushkar family has taken the same view, and we have fully cooperated with the authorities. I reiterate my request to bring this proactive inquiry to a clear and definitive conclusion at the earliest, so as to put all speculation to rest.
Indeed, from day one, Shashi Tharoor has extended full cooperation in this case. He has in fact been very vocal about his loss and has mentioned time and again a need for a thorough investigation. But in the wake of the present situation, one can't help but speculate if there is more to it than what meets the eye. Not so surprisingly, the Sunanda Pushkar case has now even taken a political turn. Congress critic and veteran BJP leader Subramaniam Swamy believes just a few days before Sunanda Pushkar died, she had made up her mind to expose Sonia Gandhi's son-in-law Robert Vadra and throw light about his involvement in the IPL match-fixing case.
उनकी जान ऐसे ली गई, उसकी पूरी जांच होनी चाहिए और उसमें ऐसी बातें हैं जो निकले हैं, उससे तो लगता है कि निश्चित तौर पर हत्या हुई है और उसने कई लोगों को बताया था कि IPL पर मैं खुलासा करूंगी और वड्रा का नाम उसमें निश्चित था.
Swamy has maintained throughout that there was a foul play in Sunanda's death. Soon after her demise, he had suggested that there was evidence of former Union Minister Shashi Tharoor's wife being murdered using Russian poison, even claiming that he had the proof to support his charges. How much water do Swamy's words hold? Well, only the police investigation can reveal. But now, a statement from Sunanda's close relative is adding to the suspicion. Indeed, there is some foul play in this high-profile incident.
मैं तो पहले से ही बोला था कि ये वो नहीं है, इसके मर्डर हुआ है, इसलिए हम चाहते हैं कि इसके इन्वेस्टिगेशन हो, जैसे स्वामी ने बोला है. तो ये जो हुआ है बुरा हुआ. मेरी मसेरी बहन है, अच्छी थी, तो इसलिए हम चाहते हैं कि इसके इन्वेस्टिगेशन हो.
Sunanda's cousin is crying foul play despite her son having come out on January 22nd, just days after his mother's demise, making it clear that he was satisfied with the outcome of the post-mortem report.
Anyone who knew my mother would simply know that she was too strong to commit suicide. I don't believe that Shashi was capable of harming her, let alone the speculation that he could have taken her life. Shashi Tharoor would never physically abuse my mother. Though there were differences between them, they were deeply in love with each other.
Shashi Tharoor was the first person to have found the lifeless body of Sunanda Tharoor. After initial investigation and the post-mortem report, it seemed it is an open and shut case. But once again, with the new development, it seems the plot of Sunanda's death has only thickened. A high-profile love story that seemed to be made in heaven saw an unhappy end.
It's not often that Indian politicians flaunt their lady love out in the open. Shashi Tharoor was one rare politician who dared to flaunt his lady and was later quite open about his married life too. But as the world stands witness, an evil eye cast its curse on this love story. Where did the couple meet? What is their love story? Why is there a needle of suspicion pointing at the former cabinet minister? Let's find out.
Love in God's own country. The timeless love story of Congress leader Shashi Tharoor and Sunanda Pushkar. As per trusted sources, Shashi Tharoor met Sunanda Pushkar for the first time in 2008. The two met at Imperial Awards function in New Delhi. Sunanda was associated with an institution supported by Tharoor at that time. Both had not known much about each other before the first meeting. And yes, it was not love at first sight for this couple. Their affair unfolded gradually. They say friendship is the first step towards love, and for Shashi and late Sunanda, it was no different. After their first meet, the two exchanged numbers and kept in touch with each other over several phone calls. Interestingly, their second meeting in person turned out to be noteworthy. They both met in Dubai, where Sunanda was running her business. After a lot of long conversations over several topics, believed to have ranged from politics to personal interests, Tharoor and Sunanda became close friends. Yes, Cupid had struck the heart of the powerful politician, making it melt and beat faster than ever. With no time, the rumor mill started to churn their love saga. But surprisingly, the couple were quite open about their relationship. Tharoor-Sunanda love story had soon become the talk of the town. The couple started appearing in several high-profile parties, and after a 2-year-long courtship, their union finally transformed into an ageless relationship. They tied the knot on August 22, 2010. Interestingly, both Tharoor and Sunanda had married twice before. Tharoor was married to Tilotama Mukherjee, who was an academic from Kolkata. Later, he married Krista, who was a Canadian working at the United Nations. Tharoor even has 2 sons from his second wife Krista, but as Tharoor, the lover boy had himself once announced that Sunanda Pushkar was his true love. Tharoor and Sunanda's affair got all the media attention after the IPL controversy. Late Sunanda wanted to buy the Kochi franchise and Tharoor was helping her out. The controversy became so intense that Tharoor had to resign from the post of Minister of State for External Affairs. Cracks started appearing in the marriage just after a few years into their marriage. The couple started having several heated arguments. As per sources, Sunanda never trusted Tharoor with women. She believed that despite tying the knot with her, the flamboyant politician would go astray. Well, even days before Sunanda breathed her last, she had spiraled into depression because of Tharoor's alleged promiscuous ways. His alliance with a young Pakistani journalist particularly didn't really go down well with Sunanda. Just days before her death, she had got into a heated Twitter fight with a journalist. Sunanda Pushkar was seen warning the young lady to keep away from her husband. "52-year-old Sunanda couldn't continue the cat fight. The world was shell-shocked by a news just after a day of reporting the cat fight. News agencies across the world had Sunanda's untimely death as their headlines. The lifeless body of the 53-year-old wife of former Union Minister Shashi Tharoor was found at the Leela Hotel in Chanakyapuri on 17 January 2014. Sunanda Pushkar found dead under mysterious circumstances in suite number 345. Initially, the police suspected she might have committed suicide. The possibility of medicine overdose was not ruled out since Pushkar was undergoing medical treatment. Just a day after her demise on the 18th of January, she was cremated in the presence of Shashi and her son. The autopsy report of Sunanda was learned to have said that she died due to poisoning and neither confirmed nor ruled out suicide. The autopsy report had also mentioned more than a dozen injury marks on Sunanda's hands and an abrasion on her cheek, which suggests a use of blunt force besides a deep teeth bite on the edge of her left palm. Although nominal traces of the anti-anxiety drug alprazolam were found, there were no findings suggestive of drug overdose. What is surprising is despite several inconclusive theories and despite all odds, Sunanda's death was dubbed a death under natural circumstances and no foul play. Now with the doctor's theories coming to light once again, the case seems to have got new hope. How did Sunanda really die? Who is the villain? Well, only time will tell. A News 9 report.